wants to throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Mariota, perfect strike, touchdown.
Countdown to the inaugural college football playoff national championship continues, and Campus Insiders is here to cover it wire to wire for you. Welcome to North Texas, everybody. Bonnie Bernstein alongside Pete Fiutak and Doug Chapman. Pete, you and I were out at the Rose Bowl. We saw firsthand Oregon annihilating Florida State. Dougie, you were at the Sugar Bowl to see Ohio State shock Alabama. So let's talk about keys to the championship game. Seeing them in person, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you in Oregon?
Yeah, I really hate getting away from the whole X and O blocking and tackling factor, but I do think that Oregon's got to get up early. Show Ohio State right away that, no, whatever defense you think you've got, you don't have it. You don't have us figured out. Now, granted, Oregon can score 30 points in a snap, so it really doesn't matter too much. But I think right away in terms of just attitude, Ohio State's a big-time attitude team, and if Oregon can get to them right away, I think it takes a little of that fight out of them.
There's no better team than the Seminoles that are proof positive. You can't afford to fall behind
literally,
early.
You cannot
to
fall
the
behind,
Jets,
Jameis,
right?
no.
How about the Buckeyes, Doug?
Watching Oregon, the scariest thing they do is when they get that read option rocking and rolling. Mariota makes no mistakes, and so Miller and both of the defensive ends, they're going to be the reads that he makes. He pitches off of those players. Perry and Lee are going to be the outside linebackers. They'll either be walked out in the slot or they'll be in the box. They have to make the play. If Mariota gets to the third level, which is the safeties, it's over. If Freeman gets to the third level, it's over. If Tyner gets to the third level, it's over. Those guys are fantastic players. They're going to get the big 30, 40-yard gains or a touchdown. Perry and Lee in space have to make that play because Mariota makes the right read in the pitch game, and he's going to get the ball to the right guy. He's going to keep it. You got to bring those guys down. That's the key to winning this game.
The understatement of the year might be that Mariota doesn't make mistakes. He's only had 3 interceptions all year.
He's okay.
And number
He's okay.
3
All
came
right.
in the Rose Bowl. How about X factors? Start with Oregon.
Right with that turnover margin. They have not lost turnover margin in any game this season. You know, even if Ohio State's a -2 in this game, and Ohio State's fantastic in turnover margin as well, but no one's as good as Oregon. Even if it's just 1 or 2 turnovers here and there, that's going to be a big problem because we saw against Florida State, 1 turnover all of a sudden turns into like 30 points somehow. So they've got to make sure that Ohio State keeps the mistakes to a minimum and that Oregon doesn't go against type and start screwing up.
The X factor for me has got to be the mental side. Pete talked about it earlier for Ohio State. Understanding Oregon's going to get theirs. They're going to get yardage. So if they get a big 9-yard gain on first down, don't hang your head. It's going to happen to you, Ohio State. It's handling those big chunk plays and not letting those huge plays on first down
Get ready to have 550
go
yards
from 9 yards
put up
to
on
91 yards. So the thing is that if they come out and get a big 7-8 yarder on first down, it's going to happen. Mentally being able to compartmentalize that, come back and make a play, that's the big X factor for Ohio State.
Be patient and be gap sound.
You ain't going to stop them.
How many times will the defensive coaches do your job?
Yeah.
Don't
Thibodeau,
get crazy. Don't try to overdo. Well, the players and the coaches are en route. Media Day will be on Saturday. Campus Insiders will be here. Shea Pepler on hand will be doing a lot of the one-on-one interviews for us. Be sure to keep it right here on Campus Insiders as our coverage of Countdown to the inaugural national championship continues.